Hello. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to talk to you today about how we want our life to look. How do we want our health to be feeling? How do we want our body to feel? How do we want our mind to be feeling? A lot of people refer to this as this future self or vision boarding or visualization, and it's all of those. It's any of those. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. What I want to do is hold the space for you that this is not about perfection. This is not about saying, oh, well, when I win the lottery, my life will look like. This is real. This is human. This is all the nitty gritty, the ups and downs, the ebbs and flow in life. This is about, what you want things to look like now. So when I say this and share this with you, this is an invitation to just start to get curious about how you want to be feeling. Almost do like a little check-in at the moment initially of like where you're at around some of the main pillars of health. How is your energy? How is your sleep? How is your gut health? How is your diet, your nutrition? And caveat here is not in any you're doing this wrong way, but in this, ooh, what would I like more of? What foods make me feel better? What foods give me energy? What foods calm my tummy? As a former IBS sufferer, I still have to think about what I have sometimes. And even now and again, I'll eat something and go, well, that didn't work because I bloated like a balloon. So when we think it's more, I'd like us to be thinking also here about what you want more of. It's so easy to deal for into what I want less of, or I don't want to feel so tired. I don't want to wake up feeling like I haven't slept. I don't want to feel like I go to move, but my body's so stiff because they're all in the negative, and our body only hears the positives. So the gloriousness of this is we can shift it. So we can start to think, I'd like to wake up feeling refreshed. 3 days out of 5 or 5 days out of 7. Let's start with some, realistic goals. I'd like to wake up and feel that I enjoy a quick stretch, that I incorporate a stretch, couple of minutes into my routine. I'd like to feel that I start the day with a glass of water or a hot water and lemon or something that I know is a little bit more refreshing than caffeine on an empty stomach, which is just often just going to frustrate our stomach and kind of irritate the stomach lining, and everything feels like it gets inflamed and starts in the wrong way. So these are the things that we want more of. And then I'd like you to look at that overall picture of what you want your day to be looking like. So where are these pockets of um, paying attention to your food? Where are these pockets of managing, other way around, noticing and managing your energy levels? Where are the moments at the end of the day where we're thinking about rest, relaxation, quietening the mind, like shutting down all the browser windows and getting ready for a lovely, deep, peaceful, restorative sleep? And in between, where's our head at? Where are our thoughts? Are our thoughts taking over? Is there like this like boom, 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 like monkey brain just like whirring around? Is it hamster wheel just kind of constantly going and rehashing? These are all elements that we can have a little look at. When I share all of these ideas, this is not because we do all of this right now. We break it down. But it is important to start off with, how do I want to be feeling? What do I want life to look like? And for everybody, it's different. So for some people, their well-being is actually all about working full time, being able to give their all to work, taking the supplements, looking after the food, putting things into the life that's there, and they're really comfortable that then they kind of crash into bed at the end of the day, but they're feeling great about it and they just want to give their all. For other people, it's about this complete balance of potentially working part-time or working school hours, and also trying to create some moments of me time or self-care time. For others, it will be a case of that they want to work part-time because the rest of their life, they want to be able to have some social time or go for the long walks or go and explore or all sorts of different things. So we all have a whole spectrum, and there's no right or wrong. What I bring as Thrive Wellbeing is a pick and mix approach, so that you can create the blend of well-being that suits you. And that's what this is about. So when we talk anything to do with future self or life or well-being, I want you to think about, what do I want my life to look like? How do I want my body, my brain, like my overall holistic well-being to be looking like and feeling like? And how could I bring that into action? So examples may be, from the mindset side of you as well, thinking, well, actually, I'd like to use some affirmations. What are they? Great. Let me ask Sarah, or let's find out. I want to use some journaling to process some thoughts. I want to use some of the managing the anxiety thoughts, or use some emotional freedom techniques to literally stop the thought, push it away, give myself a moment to pause, to reset and look in a different direction. And I can help you with all of these things. Please just ask. But I'd like you to give yourself the opportunity to really think about that bigger picture, all of these different pillars. We can do this from, you may have seen vision boards before where people cut things out from magazines. They kind of get visuals that they like the look of. I'm looking around from some examples here. Visuals of things that they like the look of. Got various different things from over the years, quotes or houses or days out, whatever it is that you might think is relevant to you. Other times we can just pop up pictures of a book or a swim, or whatever it is to remind you what you think works for you. So I hope that you enjoy this, that you lean into this, have fun with it. Do share your creations with me, and do ask if you've got any questions. Just think of yourself as this lovely big, wheel of well-being, and think, where's my sleep? Where's my rest? Where's my fun? Where's my social? Where's my soul or spirit or whatever we want to call it? Where's my kind of energetic level going? You know, where's my work? What's going on with me there? Think of yourself in this whole wheel, and I can share some examples with you. And I hope this starts to get you think more about, what do I want, so that you can start creating the life that you love and that you want to be living.